In spite of your thoughts on the longest reigning world number one, you have to admit that Novak Djokovic is a phenomenal player. His double-handed backhand is one of the greatest of all time, and we just can't get enough of it. But it seems like we'll be missing out on some Novak action as the Serbian has decided to sit out Serbia's Davis Cup group stage events. Let's find out why. First up, we missed Novak at the US Open. It's been clear from the start that the tennis heartthrob has still been a vaccine skeptic, often not adhering to the mandatory COVID restrictions put in place. Novak has been vocal about his opposition to the COVID vaccine since the very beginning. Even after contracting the virus twice, he has decided to keep away from the vaccine, primarily because he wants to make his own decisions and not be coerced into doing things. Even though world number 6 claims that he's not part of any anti-vax movement, he declared that he's willing to miss as many tournaments as needed if it means being able to maintain his freedom. And that's exactly what he's been doing. After first being banned from the Australian Open, most recently the 21-time Grand Slam champion was barred from playing at the US Open because of his unvaccinated status. This was especially sad because we were hoping to see some more action from the Serbian after his astounding victory at Wimbledon. It's no secret that Novak has been dreaming of drawing level with Rafael Nadal's record mark of 22 at Flushing Meadows, and while he hoped and prayed that the US authorities might change long-standing rules to allow non-citizens without a coronavirus vaccine to enter, the CDC just wasn't having it. And so the 35-year-old hoped to travel to New York for the Grand Slam, but ultimately had to admit defeat in his bid to play at the US Open. Next, Djokovic is now skipping the Davis Cup group stage events. Fans thought it couldn't get any worse, but it just did. Not only did we not get a chance to see Novak's mad talent at the US Open, but now it turns out we also won't be seeing him at the Davis Cup in Valencia next week either. It hurts, we know. The tennis star was all set to travel to Spain and return to action in the men's premier team event till he decided he wasn't going to go anymore. That's right, Novak Djokovic has pulled out of Serbia's upcoming Davis Cup group stage matches after citing personal reasons for his withdrawal. Serbia captain Viktor Troicki was the first to break the sad news. In a statement posted on the Teniski Savez Serbia website, the captain wrote that Djokovic will not be leading the team as they aim to repeat their incredible triumph from the event in 2010. He also revealed that the reason for his withdrawal is a personal matter. Sadly, that's all he gave us to work with. So although Serbia has been drawn to Group B of the Davis Cup finals alongside Spain, South Korea, and Canada in the team's event, unluckily, Novak Djokovic will have no part in the tournament. And that's a bummer. But Victor did also mention that if the team were to qualify for the final tournament in Malaga in November, Novak would definitely be joining them. So at least that's a relief. Moving on, what could these personal reasons be? We really want to know what's going on in the 35-year-old athlete's life because we actually have reason to be concerned. Not long after the announcement of Djokovic's pullout, fans noticed the 21-time major champion wearing a bandage on his left wrist. Yeah, that's never a good sign. Naturally, the news left tennis fans alarmed, as many began hoping he wasn't carrying any form of injury that forced him to make this decision. But there could also be other reasons for the Serbian backing out of the Davis Cup. For starters, the world number 6 has admitted that this has been a difficult year for him. After winning his 21st Grand Slam title at Wimbledon, Djokovic opened up and revealed that he has had a rough last few months, struggling both mentally and physically, especially since the year started off with him getting banned from the Australian Open. He explained that the pressure had begun to get to him, and every time he'd go out to play, he'd just be an emotional wreck. The 35-year-old also shared that he's in no hurry to put an end to his career, and his only priority, for the time being, is his mental sanity and physical fitness, insisting that he still has plenty of time left to achieve some more milestones and chase some more records. We can't say anything for sure, but it's possible that this break from Serbia's Davis Cup could have resulted due to similar reasons. Maybe Novak just needs a bit of a break to get his game on again. At least we'll be seeing the Serbian at the Laver Cup. It's officially time for some good news. While we won't be seeing Novak at the Davis Cup, according to his official site, the Serbian will be in action at the Laver Cup from September 23 to 25 at London's O2. And we're over the moon, because this isn't just any other tournament. It's a dream come true. The reigning Wimbledon champion and one of the game's all-time greats, Novak Djokovic, will be joining Rafael Nadal, Roger Federer, and Andy Murray for the 5th edition of the Laver Cup. Name a more iconic lineup if you can. We'll wait. Are the Big Four playing for Team Europe? Now that's something that'll go down in history. The tournament organizers might as well just hand them the trophy and get it over with. After all, Team Europe has had quite the undefeated win streak since 2017. It's fair to assume history will repeat itself once again. Djokovic, who last competed in the Laver Cup back in 2018 in Chicago, expressed that he's looking forward to returning to London and playing alongside 3 of his biggest rivals, adding that he really likes the team environment that the Laver Cup creates. What's even better is that Novak's Laver Cup performance will be followed by an ATP 250 event in Tel Aviv and the Paris Masters in late October. So no time for moping around, it's time to get excited. Now in other related news. First off, Roger Federer news devastates tennis tennis fans ahead of the return. Turns out, Djokovic isn't the only one who's dropping out of a tennis tournament. Fans and foes alike have been counting down the days to see the long-awaited return of the 41-year-old champion in the Laver Cup. You can imagine everyone's excitement when they heard about Rogers' comeback, given that he hasn't been on the courts since his fourth-round loss at Wimbledon in 2021, where he secured his third knee injury. And while things have been rough for the 20-time Grand Slam champion, he's slowly been working his way back to full fitness to make a grand return at the Laver Cup on September 23. Sadly, all our hopes and dreams have been shattered. According to reports from Switzerland, the athlete's highly anticipated return is unlikely to happen due to fluid in his knee and inflammation. This now leaves the Swiss athlete with two opinions: either pull out of the event altogether or opt for a lighter schedule. We're keeping our fingers crossed that it's the second. Up next, Nick Kyrgios is under fire over post-match behavior after loss at US Open. Whoops, it looks like the Aussie streak of luck has come to an end, but we have to say he's left the tennis world impressed. After becoming a Wimbledon finalist and winning 2 titles at the City Open, the 27-year-old was working hard to mark another win at the US Open, and seeing the way he knocked world number 1 Daniil Medvedev straight out of the tournament, it seemed more than possible. Sadly, the Australian's impressive run at Flushing Meadows has come to a close after Kyrgios paid the price for his slow start, facing an ultimate defeat against Karen Khachanov. Moments after going down in an engrossing 5-set US Open quarterfinal, the disappointed and fuming Aussie decided to show us some more of his usual antics, and so he began smashing 2 of his rackets on the court before storming off without changing his shoes. As expected, the sore loser move has brought the tennis star a lot of backlash, with some calling his tantrum disgusting and embarrassing. Lastly, Iga Swiatek is in deep water due to US Open controversy. Iga Swiatek encountered a pretty bad defeat on Saturday. The world number 1 had a record-breaking 37-match winning streak earlier this year, but now things aren't looking too good for her. After losing 4 matches during the hard court season, people have been questioning her form at Flushing Meadows. As if that wasn't bad enough, the Polish player has attracted even more attention after pulling off a pretty below-the-belt move in a recent game against Lauren Davis. The 21-year-old athlete raised a lot of eyebrows after she attempted to distract her opponent during the second set by throwing her arms into the air. Real mature, right? And although the cheap stunt failed miserably, it did succeed at getting Swiatek a lot of backlash. Commentators and tennis legend John McEnroe were quick to call out the 21-year-old, saying that what she did isn't even legal. The tennis world sure is full of drama, isn't it? That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Novak's sudden withdrawal from the Davis Cup? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you so very much for watching our video, and we will see you in the next one.